people on YouTube, welcome back. Or if you're new here, welcome. This is Farah from FaroutFarah, a channel where we talk about lifestyle, travel, self-growth, and life experiences. So if you're new here, consider subscribing. As promised in the last video, today is a part 2 of the video of working in Germany as an international student. This video would include all the links and resources down in the description below. Also, this video has really taken me a long time to compile, so if you would give this video a thumbs up, it would mean a lot to me. Also, I would really like to apologize about any kind of allergy that might showed up around my face. I am having a reaction to something, which I don't know quite what it is, and it's not a very pleasant experience for me. It actually hurts a lot. Anyways, today's video is not about looking pretty. As you can see, it's about sharing the information to get the jobs here in Germany. With that said, let's get started. So this job was literally the first job that I did when I came here in Germany. The demand of babysitters are still there, very much so. And people do look out for babysitters every once in a while. So I initially got signed up with this babysitting agency, which is called Babysitter. They operate here in Saxony, but if you're living in anywhere else in Germany, there might be a lot of babysitting services that are there. I know one more resource, which is called Hello Babysitter, and they were primarily the agency who were responsible of vetting the families, going through the whole process, making sure that the family was safe and whatever, and then I used to go there and babysit for them. So the second job is also along those lines of childcare, but it is a little bit much safer job, because in that job you are actually not going to other people's places. You are actually working in the institute that actually provide the childcare. So for example, that could be Kitas, or I know in Saxony there are like Bunte Welt or Kinderwelt. There are like multiple kinds of places which provide facilities for the kids to come there, maybe do some art projects, maybe learn something or build Legos or whatever. So you work there as a staff, and that is much more better than going to people's houses, because there you would have support, there you would have your own facility where you're providing the service. And I think that is much more better option than to go for babysitting. So the job 3, oh god, I did so many jobs here in Germany. So the third job that I did was to actually work as a mascot. So here are the kids, and it's during summer or whatever, when kids have their back to school, there are a lot of excursions that happen with kids, and the kids are going to some kind of tours like city tour or kinder tour or something like that. And at the end of those tours, they meet with like these mascots. They could be kangaroos or princesses or bears or rabbits or whatever. So there are also agencies that provide that kind of services. So you get to dress yourself as a mascot, and you just spend some time with kids. You wave at them, you shake their hand, you give them some candies, and it usually doesn't take more than an hour, but it does pay really well. I actually got paid 15 euros per hour for doing a job like that. I was actually a kangaroo. I will put picture of it somewhere here. But yeah, it right now might sound like, oh, poor me, but like actually if you look at it, it really is not that bad. You just have to do it like for 20 minutes or 30 minutes or something, and you do earn a lot of money for that. So guys, if you're getting value out of this video so far, please do not forget to like this video and also subscribe to my channel. So moving forward, the fourth kind of job that you can do is work as a writer or a delivery guy. It's also pretty kind of famous with students here, like especially the food delivery services like Lieferando or Lieferheld, or different pizza or burger places are always looking for people or writers who are helping them with delivery. So you can work there as a delivery person. I have not personally done that, but I know my friends who do that, and there are a lot of like students who do work as a delivery guy, but for that you need to have your own vehicle. It could also be a bicycle, but like according to my knowledge, especially in Lieferando, you need to have your own vehicle, and you cannot like just use their company vehicle. This is one of the prerequisites. And also I would like to mention that these jobs usually do not pay that well, so if the going gets tough and you have to do it, then do consider that. Point number 5, which is like along the lines of gastronomy. Gastronomy is also a very big thing here in Germany. You can work actually as a waiting staff. Like you can work as a waitress, or like a person who's on the Kasse. on the counter. Yeah, you can work as a cashier. You can also work as a bartender. I've worked as everybody. I worked as a bartender. I worked as a cashier. I worked as a waitress. So yeah, these are a lot of options that you can do. You actually get these jobs by either going to the restaurant and seeing if they have like the advertisements up for help. If they're looking for help or whatever, you go to them and you tell them that, hey, I'm looking for it. Or alternatively, you can work for a Zeitarbeitsfirma. I'm going to talk about it a little bit later, but for this, you always need to know German. So there's no other way around it. Nobody's gonna talk to you in English when it's a high stress job, you guys. It's so hard. I have got so much respect for the people who work in the gastronomy industry, who work as waiters. So the sixth point that I want to talk to you guys about is to sign up for a Zeitarbeitsfirma. So the Zeitarbeitsfirma particularly mean like a part-time job or like a temporary job where they have this kind of openings for different kinds of job, but they are not like a long-term jobs. They're usually a one-time job or 5 days job or 3 days job or something like that. And when you get signed up with the agencies like this, just like the babysitting agency, they're working as your mediator and they're searching for the job, they're vetting the people, and you are just pretty much going and working on their behalf. In Sachsen and in Berlin, I know there are two kinds of firma that I was registered with. One is called Blaumond and one is called Instaff. But before even going there, you need to know that by registering to any temporary job agency, you need to know German, because they are going to vet you when you sign up with them. They're going to call you actually, and they're going to talk to you in German. So you cannot get away with that. You need to have some German knowledge before even getting signed up on those platforms. We are now slowly moving towards the academic side of the jobs. And before moving towards the academic job, I need to like mention a couple of more jobs that you can consider, which is like working in a manufacturing facility. So most of the students here also do it this way, that they would not work throughout their semester. And when it is their semester break, they will travel somewhere to the other city where there's this big manufacturing industry, for example, Amazon or H&M or DHL, and they would just stay there for like, I guess, 15-20 days, and they end up earning 2,000 euros or 2,500 euros or something like that. Don't quote me on that, but they do tend to earn a lot of money in like short amount of days, but the work is really hard. It's exhausting, you guys. It's exhausting. I've also done that one time. I would not recommend it at all because it's difficult. It's so difficult. And also when you go there, you actually have to manage for your stay yourself. So whatever you're earning, a big amount of money, you're already paying for taking care of your accommodation or groceries or whatever. But like if nothing else works, then you can also consider this. I'm just throwing it out there. I'm just throwing everything that I've done or I have heard that people do. And you make your choice by yourself. Also, during the semester break, there are like more full-time jobs open up. Remember, we discussed it in the part 1 that you can work more or full-time during your semester break. So during the semester breaks, there are a lot of summer jobs, spring jobs, where you are like working in promotion, working in marketing, you're traveling with agencies to sell something, and you're on the road for like days. And you do earn a lot of amount of money during that time. But the thing is, usually you'll find German students there, or the students who can speak good German, because in promotion jobs or marketing jobs like on tour jobs or summer jobs, you need to speak good German. Also, during your semester break, you can work as like a care provider for old people in the old houses. Like there are a lot of Alterheim, retirement home, they live there, so there's a good job market for that as well. For the jobs in this kind of industry, people do look for people who have a little bit of like a medical history, so you know how to give a CPR, so you know how to do like first aid and stuff like that. I did that as well. So this is another thing that you can do. So I feel like this video just took forever, but now is the moment that all of us were looking for. Maybe most of you were. The jobs where you do not have to speak German. If you're an international student and enroll in an international program, chances are that your professors are looking for assistants, of course, and research assistants, academic assistants, where you're working on behalf of your professors, you're grading papers. Usually PhD people get this kind of job, but if you're a master's student, you still can. But the thing is that there's huge competition for this kind of job, and also you have to have the best of the best to get this kind of job. For me, I did not go for these kind of job because because I actually wanted to step away from my bubble of academia and actually go out there. So I did not go for this kind of option, but you can definitely do so. The job that has paid me the best of everything that I've done is to work as a tutor. I have got paid as high as 20 euros per hour working as a tutor in an English language. Languages is a big thing here in Germany, and if you can speak a certain language perfectly, you are in demand. So there are people who are looking for Spanish tutors, there are people who are looking for Russian tutors, Chinese tutors, English tutors. So if you know one of those languages, you are gold. You can earn a good amount of money by doing a job which is very respectable and it's very low stress job. So we are finally coming towards the last tip of this video. It's very important if you stayed until now. This tip is golden. If you're living in one of the city which has an international school, yes, you heard me right. There are international school in every kind of city, a big city at least. If you're living in Munich, if you're living in Leipzig, Dresden, Berlin, they're international school. And in most of the cases, people in those schools are looking for help, not only for teachers, but for staff for the morning care, staff for the after school care, for the holiday care. So if you could just find out if there's an international school in one of the places that you're living in, go there, you introduce yourself, you start talking to them, and you're gonna get that job there. And like, this was the job that I did more than 1 year, and I was also doing parallel jobs, like all of those jobs that I mentioned with you guys, but like this was also the main job, like a mini job that I was doing for more than 1.5 years. It was not the best paid job ever, but like this job really expanded my networking, and because of working here, it actually resulted into the job that I'm doing right now. Any of the agencies or any of the links that I can mention, again, check the description down below. And I'm also turning this series into an ebook, so do download the ebook as well. And if you guys have stayed until now, I really appreciate it. I know it can be really difficult to hear a person for so long, but I hope it was informative. I hope I could be of some kind of service. And if you like this video, please do give it a thumbs up. And if you want to keep watching more of me, do check out videos right there and right here. And up until next time, I love you guys. Thank you so much.